Dagestan shooting, Jon Jones teammate arrested, and Ben Askren home safe. We got lots to talk about this week. It's actually kind of a big week in MMA news. Lots going on. There's stuff that I can't fit in and into the intro, and we'll get to it. We'll get to everything. We're going to start with, I don't know how to say it, bro. I've never seen this man fight in my whole life. He's undefeated PFL champion. He was shot in Dagestan. He's a clearly Dagestani fighter. I'm playing the video here. We're going to pause before anything happens, though. That's him in the corner here going into his car. And then a man is going to run up at some point shortly. Here he is. He runs up. I'm going to pause the video now. He fires 5 shots into him. Now, this comment says that the translation says it was 5 rubber bullets. Hope he's doing well. Hope that's accurate and that he's doing well. Mike Bone also said that Timur's coach reached out directly to him and said that he is not in life-threatening danger. He is doing fine. So let's hope for a speedy recovery for him. That news is coming straight from Dagestan, Russia. That's right. I got my news from all over the world, and I bring it directly to you on a weekly basis. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more like this. Ben Askren home from hospital. 59 days. Almost 2 full months in the hospital. Got his double lung transplant. He had pneumonia. He had staph infection. His next goal is learning to walk again, by the way, which is, you don't really think about that, right? When you're bedridden for 59 days, you're going to lose the ability to walk. That's something that we take for granted so much. That's crazy. It's big that he's recovering from this, that he's doing okay. It was scary there for a minute, dude. He was really looking not good. He looks pretty decent now. I mean, he looks like he's coming out of the hospital, but
59.
He looks pretty good.
With my beautiful wife. Man, that was a long journey, and it's not over because I still can't really walk.
That's scary.
Teach myself to do that, among many other things. I guess I can make light of it because it was me, and I don't really remember it. It was hard. The support.
Dude, it's really sad. It's a sad story. It's a sad situation. I'm so glad he's doing well. It's crazy to me. I was talking to my dad about this. His whole life, right? He's been a wrestler and training his lungs through being an athlete. Like, it just happens, right? And now he just has completely new, different lungs. Are they athletes' lungs? Who knows? I mean, he probably knows, but I don't know. It's so scary that all that his entire life, however old he is, has been training his lungs, and now he just has new lungs. Just want to say, glad you're safe, Ben. Glad you're home. Sean Strickland. We spoke about this, I think, in the last week video. It might have been the week before that. Has officially been suspended. He rushed the cage at a Tough Enough event after a fighter did the D-Generation X, like, suck it symbol to the corner of his opponent. In the corner was Sean Strickland and Curtis Blades. Curtis Blades didn't throw a punch. He grabbed him by the neck and was pointing at him, saying, don't do that shit, I think. Sean Strickland was throwing punches at the guy. And he has been officially suspended. Why did he punch him? I mean, Sean Strickland acts like a child. This was deserved. Yeah. Sean, what, like, I don't like you as a fighter or as a person. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Diego Sanchez has been arrested on gun charges. Does it say? It does say in this post. I'd seen one earlier that said it, but I didn't know if this post exactly said it. I didn't know if it was the correct post. From Homo Fight, Diego Sanchez was arrested for multiple gun charges, including shooting at/from a motor vehicle. It doesn't actually, okay. It doesn't say them all. I think another one was, not dishonorably using whatever it's called, using a deadly weapon, like, stupidly, and discharging a deadly weapon, or whatever. What is Diego Sanchez doing? Bro. He remains in custody while waiting his bail to be set. Why are you shooting at people? I mean, this could be like a Cain Velasquez situation, but why are you shooting at people, Diego? For the dude who had such a hard story, I don't know if you guys watched the Vice Dark Side of the Cage thing. Such a sad story for you to just come out and start shooting at a car from your car for some reason. I don't know. Feels like a lot, man. Feels like a really bad decision. Hopefully, it was a valid reason and that he's not going to be in jail too long, but if he did that shit, lock him up, you know what I mean? We can't have criminals roaming the streets, even if it is Diego Sanchez. Jack Della Maddalena has responded to Ilia Topuria's claims of being the BMF and posting on his Instagram story that he has the BMF title, or on Twitter, and saying, still mine. The BMF championship fight just happened on Saturday between Dustin Poirier, my goat, and Max Holloway. We don't have to talk about the result. But Ilia Topuria posted after his BMF belt that he bought, by the way. He bought that himself. I think $850 or $950 American. He paid for that just so that he could say that he has it. A little bit weird. He posted on Twitter saying, still mine. And Jack Della Maddalena took a screenshot of that Twitter post, of that tweet, put it on his Instagram story, and says, little fella is a little confused. I love this for the sport because, I mean, I guess Jack Della's not the biggest name, so it might not reach that much, that wide of an audience, but even though this fight's never going to happen, I love that there's can be beef across weight classes. I think Manel Kopp and Israel Adesanya might have done that or something. I think it was them too. Like, the fight would never, ever be sanctioned. But it just brings a little bit of fun to, oh, we'll see Saturday. I hate this shit. We'll see Saturday night. Hey, Dustin, what are you planning on doing to your opponent on Saturday? What's your game plan going in? How are you going to beat Max Holloway? Guess we'll find out Saturday night. Bro, the question is dog shit. Don't get me wrong. But, like, we'll see Saturday night. Every single fighter says this. It makes it so boring and unwatchable. Like, the pressers are so unwatchable because of it. It's not even that fun going to them. We'll see Saturday night. Yo, Dustin, who's putting the BMF championship belt around you? We'll see Saturday night. Just say something. Say something. Make up a thing. You don't even have to be correct. Just say something. You're not selling a fight by saying, we'll see Saturday night. Take a page out of Chael Sonnen's book. Anyways, this I love. Give me interdivisional beef. Extra divisional? I guess interdivisional will be inside of its own division. I mean, like, between divisional beef. I love this. And it's true. Jack Della is technically the lineal BMF champion. Ilia, you don't have a pot to piss in, buddy. Jack Della is the lineal champion. Jorge Masvidal, Kamaru Usman, Leon Edwards, Bilal Muhammad, Jack Della Maddalena. Jack's the BMF champion. Ilia is not. You knocked out the guy who was not the BMF champion if we're actually doing it lineally. And you want to do it lineally and see it's yours. So if we're doing it lineally, you don't even own it. Jack Della does. Anyways, we continue. Dustin Poirier is officially an undisputed champion. This is, we had some bad news with the gun stuff, and I guess Ben Askren was pretty good news, but it's still a sad story. This is just some good, lighthearted news. Dustin Poirier is officially the BDE, the best dad ever. He came home on Sunday after his fight, and his daughter gifted him this belt, the best dad ever belt. It was from the Ariel Helwani show. Oh, dude, I love this so much. We're not going to listen to him talk. I'm going to talk over him, but I just wanted to see the belt. Love it. Dustin Poirier officially undisputed. Ilia's going to start training, I guess, to win this belt, too, from the fan favorite. Dricus Du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev is in 4 weeks. I think it's in less than 4 weeks now. It was in 4 weeks on Saturday. It's August 16th. There's not a co-main event on this fight. What's going on at the UFC? There is not a co-main event for a pay-per-view 4 weeks out. Now, I know we've had no main event for a pay-per-view 4 weeks out. But Dana White did announcements yesterday. We're about to get to them. This is my transition from news into fights. This is the in-between. What's going on in the UFC that we don't have a co-main event here? Because my theory is they wanted it to be Justin Gaethje versus maybe a Paddy or an Arman. But Justin Gaethje said, no, I'm fighting for the title or I'm leaving. And they don't want Justin Gaethje to leave because Justin Gaethje puts on good fights. Arman doesn't. So they're kind of saying, okay, we'll find something. Arman didn't want to fight Paddy because Arman says, no, I'm next for the title. I was supposed to get my title shot and you didn't give it to me and now I want my title shot. But he also doesn't really deserve it, bro. You fucking pulled out literally one day before with a back injury. But now we know it's a weight miss, by the way, so we know they lied about that, whatever. I would be very depressed and upset if Jeff Neal versus Carlos Prates is the co-main event to this fight. It feels like such a random, like, you know, the card is decent. Looking at the rest of the card, Tim Elliott, Kai Asakura, it's all right. Jared Cannonier, MVP, I like that fight, but, you know, not amazing. MVP moving up in weight, by the way, crazy. Jeff Neal versus Carlos Prates. You know, it could... It's a main card fight. Is it a co-main event? No. Carlos Prates is coming off a loss, and Jeff Neal, I don't even know what he's done recently. What the fuck did Jeff Neal do? It just feels so... Like, I can't imagine that's going to be the co-main event. Anyways... Yeah, this person says they're just going to throw some bullshit together like they did with Costa versus Kopylov. Horrible. That wasn't even the co-main. Was it? Was that the co-main? I don't know. And he also goes on to say, and keep in mind we don't have a pay-per-view in September, by the way. I will rectify this and say there is 2 pay-per-views in October. I think the reason that, and, you know, I don't like this. The reason that there's no pay-per-view in September, we're going like 6 weeks without a pay-per-view. This, by the way, this is August 16th. The next pay-per-view is October 4th. We're going 6 weeks without a pay-per-view. We're going 6 weeks without a title fight. And the only reason that I can think of that would make any sort of sense is that they don't want to compete with Canelo versus fucking Crawford. That's the only reason that I can think that they're not putting a pay-per-view in September. They don't want it to compete with their boxing event. You're killing your own sport, Dana White. Whatever. I hope that we get a good fight for this. Probably not. UFC in 2025 is kind of dog shit this far. I mean, we've had. I'm looking at the calendar right now. We've had some good fights, but like we don't have that long left. I mean, we're over halfway done, and it's been a bad year to get fans into it. So I feel, you know, because I got my friends into UFC this year, and it's been a bad year to get people into the sport because it's not been fun. It's been a lot of. I just haven't been happy with, I guess, a lot of the fights that are being put on. You know, I don't know. Whatever. We don't have to talk about that this video. I've already made a video on this. I might make another one. We'll see. I'm tired. So I'm like, this was posted 5 days ago. I must be losing my mind. Because I think I was I don't know. I was in the shower maybe yesterday or maybe on Sunday. And I was like, I don't even know what I was looking up, but I looked up Steve Versg's, who he's fighting next. He was fighting Alex Perez, and I was like, oh, that's a decent fight. I looked at Alex Perez. So as of then, this fight was not happening. It was still Steve Versg versus Alex Perez. But on Google, I just checked right now. On Google, the Steve Versg fight is still against Alex Perez. It hasn't been canceled yet. On Tapology, it has been canceled due to an Alex Perez injury. I don't know exactly what happened to him, but Steve Versg's taking on the short notice Hyun Sung Park. Why didn't I look at what he did? Steve Versg coming off of 3 losses in a row, by the way. He's not that good of a fighter. I think he's horrible. And I don't know who the fuck Hyun Sung Park is. I'm going to be honest with you guys. He's coming out with some submissions. He last got a submission on the Burns versus Morales card. I didn't watch fully that card. I was like 50% paying attention. I was busy doing other shit, but apparently he's good. All right, he's got 3 UFC finishes, I think, or maybe 2, and 1 was a decision. I'm done. I can't be asked to go back and check his fucking record again, but I hate Steve Versg, so we're going Hyun Sun Park to win this fight by submission. Next. Oh my God. I used to pray for times like these. Canada is back in the title picture. We're so back. Manon Fiorot has been booked against Jasmine Jasmine. Jasmine from St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada, is taking on, oh my gosh, she's so good. She's such a good fighter. She just finished Jessica Andrade at UFC 315, I think in round 2 or 1 by submission. She's really good, dude. Jasmine finishes fights. She puts on banger performances. She's good. Can I be honest? I'm a really big fan of Jasmine Jasmine. Jasmine, if you watch this, love you. I don't love her octagon interviews. I don't love her octagon interviews at all. I think she thinks she's a lot funnier than she is. Maybe I'm just not. Maybe I don't have a good sense of humor. But some of it makes me cringe a little bit, her octagon. Other than that, though, I'm a big Jasmine Jasmine fan. She's sick, bro. I think she's like kind of maybe a little old. She's maybe like 34, 35, but taking on Manon Fiorot. Manon is coming off of a loss to Valentina Shevchenko, also at UFC 315. If this is not a title eliminator, I don't know what is. This is such a clear title eliminator in my eyes. I think maybe just for Jasmine, I can't imagine that Manon Fiorot is going to beat Jasmine Jasmine and then go fight for the title again. I mean, she got beat bad by Val. I think Jasmine is going to win, though. I'm a glazer. I'm not even logically thinking about this. I see Canadian flag. I like Jasmine. She's got good takedowns, man. She's got some good takedowns, good top pressure, good ground and pound, good submissions. She topped out Jessica Andrade. I think she takes this, bro. I think Manon Fiorot, but Manon is really big as well. That's the issue. Manon is like really big, really good kickboxer. I don't know if she has really a name behind her. I was going to say famous French, because I know French fighters usually get a lot of hype. I don't know if she does specifically, but she's good. I think my question for this is, obviously, this is a title eliminator bout. If Jasmine wins, is Valentina not fighting? This is in October. Is Valentina not fighting? Maybe Valentina's on the November card. MSG. But then, who is she fighting on the November card other than Zhang Weili? I feel like Zhang Weili is the fight that's being made. I'm calling it today, by the way. I know I called it last week. I'm calling it today. With this fight being made, what other contender is there at women's flyweight than Jasmine Jasmine? And they're booking her against Manon Fiorot. I'm calling it that I'm calling it that Valentina Shevchenko is fighting Zhang Weili in a super fight. I don't think they're going to make Zhang give up her belt. She's a very dominant champion. And we already know Mackenzie Dern's fighting Virna Jandiroba. So, dude, I think it's all but confirmed that Zhang Weili is taking on Valentina Shevchenko in a super fight. What a banger that would be. And then I think whoever wins women's flyweight title, I think it'll probably... I don't know. We'll talk about it when it comes out. Jasmine's going to take on for undisputed gold. I can't believe we have Canada's back, baby. Oh, my God. They screw Canada. We're back to this. They screw Canada so hard with our fight cards, dude. They hate us. Every single fight card, except I think the Brandon Moreno Amir Albazi card was bad. Since COVID, has not been good cards. This, I think, is a main event. I think this is a main event. I'm going to be upset if this is a main event as well. Anyways. We continue. Also announced for October, UFC 321. Aleksandar Rakic. Honestly, hang on. We're going back. I wouldn't be that upset if it was a main event. I started announcing the next thing, and then I thought about this. If it is, I mean, it would make sense now, especially that it would be a title eliminator if it's a main event, because they want Jasmine Jasmine to fight 5 rounds. so that they can see, oh, is she a 5-round fighter that can take on Valentina Shevchenko? I feel like if this is a main event, I kind of like that idea. You know, thinking about it slightly deeper. Now we actually continue. Aleksandar Rakic is taking on Azamat Mzakarnov. I don't care. At UFC 321, by the way, sorry I forgot to say that. I don't like this fight. And I don't like this fight for one reason. Rakic, I think, sucks. Rakic is going to have a year-long layoff. His last fight coming out, a loss to Magomed Ankalaev. One of the most boring fights you'll ever see, by the way. Do not watch that fight. Just do not watch that fight. That fight was horrible. I think it was a 25er, you know. No, it could not have been a 25er. I think it was a feature fight on a pay-per-view. Horrible, horrible fight. Do not watch it. He's taking on Azamat Mzakarnov. Like, holy shit. How bad is the light heavyweight division? I just looked at Azamat Mzakarnov's record. How bad is the light heavyweight division? This dude is 15-0 undefeated, has knocked out every single one of his UFC opponents except for Dustin Jacoby. How bad is this fucking division, bro? How is this guy ranked? He must have the most insane power. Look at him. He looks like he can make heavyweight. You can't see his belly in this. You can see his belly out here. Dude. If you're telling me that these two guys are about to fight, and I'm gonna go with this guy. Oh my god, this sport is amazing, dude. These two dudes are about to fight, and I'm choosing this guy to win. That's crazy. We are gonna choose Azamat Mzakarnov. He has no star power. They're giving him Aleksandar Rakic, which means he's probably going to be in the title picture soon. Like this win and maybe one more, he's in the title picture. Oh my goodness. I hate this. And I'm saying that he's going to be in the title picture because Rakic was Magomed Ankalaev. And I know Magomed had a crazy long win streak, but Rakic was his fight to get him a title shot. So, lest we forget that. Holy shit. He's going to be in the title picture. Azamat Mzakarnov by knockout. He must have the most insane power. I also want to talk about Muslim Salikov on Friday, tomorrow, I guess, from when this video comes out. How are you 40 years old knocking people out with spinning wheel kicks? What is going on in Russia, dude? What is going on in Russia? You're 40 years old. Big 40 years of age. You were born in 1985. And you're knocking people unconscious with a spinning wheel kick. In China, by the way. What's going on? We continue. Aleksandar Volkov is taking on Jayon Almeida. Pardon me? Pardon me? Excuse me. Hello? Hello? We're gonna make it up to you. Aleksandar Volkov, you got robbed. We're gonna make it up to you. Here's Jayon Almeida in your next fight. What are you talking about, Dana White? He got robbed by Cyril Gane. He got robbed by Cyril Gane. Everyone knew he got robbed by Cyril Gane. Dana White, after the fight, Aleksandar Volkov's walking. I was going, what the fuck? I lost? Dana White grabs him and goes, hey, I thought you won that fight. We're going to make it up to you. Here's Jayon Almeida in a title eliminator. While Cyril Gane gets a title shot, we're going to get to it. Are you fucking insane? So I'm assuming that this is going to be the CoMain Event to UFC 321 of Aspenol versus Gane. What are they cooking? I mean, I like this fight, but they're screwing Volkov. Jayon Almeida is so good. Jayon Almeida is very, very good. I don't see him losing this fight. He's getting better on the feet, Almeida. I think Almeida is the only guy. What's going on? I think Almeida is the only guy at heavyweight that can actually, like, has a claim against Tom Aspinall. I think Volkov will get bitched by Tom Aspinall. I think he already lost to him, so obviously you'll get bitched by him. Cyril Gane's going to get knocked out or more likely submitted, if we're honest. Yo, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. I'm going Jayon Almeida by submission. This fight feels so easy. We know Volkov's whole... I mean, he's still like decent on the ground. He's got a black belt, but he can be submitted. Tom Aspenol did it with an Ezekiel choke. So, I don't know. Jayon Almeida by finish. By submission. Next. I just thought of this in the last thing. Tom Aspenol has one way that he can win. There's only one way that Tom is winning this fight. And now I say that like I say he's going to lose any other way. He'll win. He's winning this fight, period. There's no, like, Strickland has zero chance. But there's only one way that Tom Aspenol can realistically win this fight, and it is by guillotine choke faster than Jon Jones did it. Could you imagine? He goes out there, takes down, I think Jon Jones was in like 3 minutes. He goes out there, off rip, like glove touch takedown, Hamzat style. Brings him to the fence for a guillotine choke. Does it in like a minute and a half. Goes, hello, John. I can't, I can't do the best Tom Aspenol impression. Hello, John. What did he say? I have nothing against you personally. I just think that I'm better than you, and I want to fight you. Tom Aspenol, as Spinning Backdick says, buy whatever the fuck he wants. He can knock out Cyril Gane. I'm confident in this. Cyril Gane is an elite French kickboxer. He's been training MMA for like 5 years. And he's also like out here making movies and playing basketball and shit. So he's not locked in fighting. He's not Aspenol locked. Aspenol is locked right now. He's training nonstop. Tom Aspenol is gonna fuck this guy up really badly. I think he can knock him out. I think he can he can obviously submit him. I'm going Tom Aspenol, round 1 submission. Hopefully guillotine choke, and he can just rub it in Jon's face that he is dissecting Jon Jones' title career at heavyweight. He's dissecting it. I love that for him. We continue. We're going to go through this one, the co-main event, and the main event of UFC 320 on October 4th in Las Vegas. This is the feature fight of that pay-per-view. Yuri Prochazka, by the way, has a feature fight, and it has a co-main event. 319 is in 4 weeks and doesn't. Yuri Prochazka is taking on Khalil Roundtree Jr. Khalil's coming off of a very, very boring fight. He won that fight against Jamal Hill. I think it was a 50-45. Could have been a 49-46, but he won that fight regardless. He also gave Alex Pereira, other than Ankalaev, obviously, his toughest fight. I would even argue that it was a tougher fight than Ankalaev. Like, he was putting the pressure on Alex, dude, on Shama. I hate when people call him Shama, by the way. That's not his nickname. It's Powhatan. I think it shows that you're a casual if you call him Shama. His nickname is Powhatan. Or Alex Pereira. I don't know why people call him Shama. He just says Shama. And by the way, everyone stopped hitting Shamas really quickly after he lost. I will say that. But also, to be fair to him, I was talking with my friend about this. To be fair to him, it's not like he's doing star power stuff, you know? He's not walking red carpets and shit. Obviously, he's going to leave our minds when he just lost and now he's not doing anything for 8 months, 9 months. You know? I don't know. Anyways, Yuri Prochazka coming off of me. Also, he just beat Jamal Hill. So both of these guys are coming off of wins over Jamal Hill. Yuri knocked him out. Khalil had a very boring decision with him. I really like Yuri. He's a little bit chinny, but his head movement in that Jamal Hill fight was magnificent. Shades of Anderson Silva on the head movement. I just seen a clip today where he like goes backwards to the side as Jamal's throwing a hook, and it misses him by like a centimeter or two, and then he comes back perfectly with a straight left and then a right hook that knocked down Jamal Hill. I mean, This guy is such a good fighter. He knows what he's doing. He's locked in. He finished his exams. I think he failed. I like this fight a lot. I have Yuri Prochazka to win it, and he's going to be taking on the winner of Big Onk versus Alex Pereira 2. I have to imagine. But he's been knocked out by Alex 2 times, bro. I don't know. I want to see Yuri. I just like Yuri. I want to see him be champion again. He kind of got his championship stripped for bullshit reasons. I mean, he gave it up, but still, he never actually. He is lineally. Well, no, I guess Alex would be, and then Ankalaev. But for a while there, he was the UFC champion, even when he had relinquished his belt. We're going Yuri by knockout in this fight. I like Khalil Roundtree, bro. I just think he's kind of overrated. And I think he's short, and I think he's easy to land on. We'll see how it goes. I got Yuri to win this fight. Next fight. Oh, my God. Once again, we used to pray for times like these. I used to pray for times like these. Merab Dvalishvili is taking on Corey Sandhagen. Merab the Machine Dvalishvili coming off of a win over Sean O'Malley, a Kimura submission over Sean O'Malley. I think it was his second finish, by the way. I like Merab. I've grown to like Merab a lot. I like Merab. He's a good champ. He has staff in this picture, by the way. Second on Corey Sandhagen. Corey, I think, might be my favorite bantamweight. I'll have to look, but I'm pretty sure that Corey's my favorite bantamweight. I'm a really big Corey Sandhagen fan. He's a good dude. He's really smart. I watched his Joe Rogan interview. He's got some fucking smart shit going up in his brain. And he's good at explaining stuff, breaking it down. I keep thinking about when he was talking about killing his egos and viewing them as goblins and gremlins inside your brain, something that you don't want to be there, and then you have to cast them out. It's holy shit, it's really deep stuff. I really like Corey Sandhagen. He's coming off of a win, submission win. I broke this fight down, didn't I? Because I remember saying this recently. He's coming off of a submission win over Daniel Davison Figueiredo. A lot of people think that it was a freak knee injury to Figueiredo. It was a submission. He put him in a 50-50 position, and he leaned forward, and it popped Davison Figueiredo's knee. I don't know what it's listed as on Tapology, but it was a submission win. Figgy lost that fight by submission. I think Sandhagen's really good, man. He's got good strike. He's got elite striking. That flying knee is nasty. Look for it in the Merab fight, because Merab is a takedown machine. This guy turns down open... Merab's body is a machine that turns open air into takedowns. I got Merab to win this fight, unfortunately. I think he'll probably go to a decision, though, because I think they're both very good at what they do. Corey Sandhagen's pretty good, very well-rounded. Very good and very well-rounded. He's very, very talented. But Merab is just fucking... he's unbeatable, man. I don't see anybody at bantamweight beating him. And that's the fact. I don't see anybody at bantamweight beating Merab Dvalishvili. How do you beat him? How do you beat Merab Dvalishvili? The CEO of EPO. How do you do that? I don't think he's actually on EPO. He has fucking insane cardio, an insane workout, and his work ethic is beyond belief. We continue to the last fight, the last news to break for the night. It's been announced. It has been announced. Magomed Ankalaev will be taking on Alex Pereira at UFC 320 on October 4th. It's the main event, obviously. He's getting knocked out. Alex is getting knocked out. I love Alex Pereira. He brought such a fun... It was so fun watching his title run, dude. It was so fun. His whole career in the UFC, anyways, was so much fun to watch. Now he's like 42. He's going in a title fight against Magomed Ankalaev. He got bitched in the last fight. He did. He got beat up really bad. Well, he got beat up really bad. He got dominated, but it was a really boring fight. I just don't see him winning. I pray he does. I really hope he does, man. He would rejuvenate the light heavyweight division. It's such a dead division with Magomed on top. I don't think about light heavyweight ever. I don't think about light heavyweight. I have a lot of guys that I like in light heavyweight. Yuri's probably my top 5 favorite fighters. I don't think about light heavyweight ever. It just feels so dead. I really hope Alex wins this fight. I hope he just sleeps his ass, dude. I know he was sick going in. This is something I will say, which gives me confidence in Alex. He fought, what, 4 times in 1 year? All of them title fights against elite competition and finished all of them by knockout. And then he goes into this fight and he loses. But, dude, 4 title fights in 1 year. Like, the best of the best. 4 times in 1 year. You're going to be going in with injuries, sickness. You just are. You're not going to have that time to heal. So now he's had the time. Their fight was what? December or January? I think it was January, right? And now their next fight's October. He's had that time to heal. He's had that time to regain just his life about him. He looked pretty deathly ill and sick going, like, even in the octagon against Magomed. I was like, dude, he looks old. He looks bad. So he's had this time to rejuvenate. I pray he does well. Because when you're fighting 4 times a year, you're not having the time to take off to heal, right? You're just going right back into training camp. So I think hopefully he's taken that time off. He's healed. Now he's back. He's training hard. And he's ready to knock out Magomed Ankalaev. I hope so, dude. I hope so bad. I hate seeing the gold belt around his shoulder, man. The fucking little gnome. Look at this fool. This fail. Sorry, I can't be Connor. I can't be Connor. We know what's going on with Connor. It can't be him. Ankalaev's going to win this fight by knockout. He's just... Dude, Alex is old as fuck. He's just old. That's all I have to say about that. I really like Alex. Ankalaev sucks. He's boring. But he beats people. He's boring as shit. And I don't think he's that good, but he beats people. I know he's got knockout power. He got finished by Paul Craig. Paul Craig's the lineal light heavyweight champion. So, that'll do it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button, as it does really support my channel. I do these weekly news videos. I also do weekly fight predictions that come out on Friday before the fights. I have a lot of fun doing them. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that bell button for notifications when I post. There was no fight predictions last week. I don't know if I said this in the video. I recorded it, but I was in public when I recorded it, so I kind of like speed ran it a little bit, and I just wasn't really happy with it. Plus, it's in like 14 different videos because my phone died. It was all right. If I can figure out how to piece it together, I want to do like a New Orleans video thing, but I don't know what to do for it. I don't know how I would, but it should be sick. I don't know. New Orleans was a blast, by the way. Great city. Thanks for hosting. Bye.